Let's talk. It's good to talk, isn't it? Tell us a story about Johnny McGorry. That's all that's in it. That used to be one of the things. And another one, I don't know who said it. Ladies and gentlemen, I come before you to stand behind you to tell you something I know nothing about. Stories. Isn't it lovely to hear stories? What's the news? What's the news? Oh, my bow Chevalier. Now, we used to have lovely songs. Slattery's Mounted Foot. Do you ever remember that? I'm talking about Ireland now. 24 men in a couple of stout gossoons came down from the mountains to meet the foe. And having done that, they hurried back up the mountain. Slattery's Mounted Foot. 24 fight men in a couple of stout gossoons. Gossoons means young fellas, stout lads. So these are the sort of what one grew up with, and in the evening time around the turf fire. Sometimes you had a bit of coal. Well, turf was plentiful. And people cut their own turf. We cut our own turf. My father did, and we had in that occupation and had minerals for our trouble and maybe a couple of nice cakes. Thank you very much. As we sat down after doing it, and the day seemed to be lovely and sunny. And we did donkey and cart that we must have got a loan of and standing somewhere, not in the bog because he'd get stuck. But he didn't store them. Maybe we had to tied somewhere. So these are the sort of memories that one has. And there was often houses that you might visit and the electricity hadn't come. So there'd be a wicker lamp and that sort of thing. And there'd be what I call the flickering light. And they'd be telling stories. And about times past. And even though we didn't have all the material things of the world, we had happiness. You weren't preoccupied with worried about the world in any shape, way, or form. And so stories that you love to hear. And I often visited other houses as a young fella because there was always stories to be told. And to be talking about once going around horses, and horses was in the fields ploughing and all that. So it was all done very handy, and then there was cocks of hay. It wasn't kind of whatever it's done now. It's done different, and there was that like, and collie dog might be running after the horse that was ploughing and barking, but the horse passed no remark on it. I think it was all sort of noise or something, whatever you like to call it, or part of the farming life. So farmers had that, and there was always plenty ones knocking about. You always saw them in fields and and people lent a hand when they were picking spuds. They often planted potatoes and onions, and so there were self-sufficient as regards vegetables, the best of vegetables. And they don't do that now. So we even had stuff planted, my father, and cabbage and all the rest of it. And it was a different taste of it. I totally enjoyed it. Did you have that experience wherever you were? Or maybe you didn't have a garden, so but you were able to get it in the shop. It was all fresh vegetables, wasn't it? And to put them in a bag, or yes, you had your basket or whatever it was, because it's not like now where you're into supermarkets and you're going around with a trolley helping yourself, and everything is in plastic. Sometimes it was in plastic. Sugar was in the big bar and you put it into a brown paper bag, all recyclable. No talk about climate or anything. And none of that old yap. Nowadays, now you know, everyone's coming out with opinions, and you think maybe the lights are out up here. When we're at them being brought up with what you think is the truth, and it's a very important thing. So don't stir yourself about these things. Just stick to basics. And if it's raining, put on a raincoat. Maybe bring an umbrella. And if it's windy, uh, don't be bothered because the hat will blow and the umbrella will go inside out. And so if it's windy and rain, you'll be drowned. So take it handy in that. These are all little episodes that we have. So stories. Tell us a story. Hope you are at the same racket, wherever you are. And I love stories. So bye now, and share some stories with me, and send a little bit of information. Christian TV Ireland website there. Easy to do it. Bye now. Enjoy the rest of your evening.